Strategic Action Deployment System engaged.
See what I did there, Doc? You got that HADS, and I got the SADS. Couldn't resist.
Generating topographical display. Populating display with available biological and infrastructural targets.
2 planets in close proximity, both orbiting a Class A star. One primarily desert, the other forested. Oh no. It's the War of the Boards.
Well spotted, Doctor. An absolute classic of a war game.
We're talking about people's lives here. An interplanetary war that poisons this region of space forever.
I know. Fun, right?
Arming munitions. Calculating vectors for maximum civilian casualties. System primed. Awaiting input.
No. I refuse. The War of the Boards must happen without any outside interference, especially mine.
Excuse me, but what's that got to do with the price of tea in China? Oh, I see. It's that ego of yours again. Don't you see? You played already, Doctor. Time for Alice to take her turn.
You can't. It's a fixed point. She'll be a part of...
Exactly. You're an old pro at this old screw in the universe thing, Doctor. Give a rookie a chance. Put her in, Coach. Well, I don't need your permission. You two are getting benched anyway. Y'all come back now. All right, let's get this over with. SADS, load up Program Y and begin the transmogrification algorithm.
Algorithm engaging.
Perfect. Well, not perfect. Nobody could call this troll doll of a body perfect. But it suits my purposes. Except, SADS, run the vocal modulation subroutine.
Le sous-programme est en train de titre.
No, you scrap heap, in English! If you don't fly right, I'm gonna defrag you, then frag you again.
Input accepted.
Thank you kindly.
That's why I kept seeing him to protect myself. It was my head trying to deal with the potential futures of the world.
I think I wanna know ya. Jungle love. Oh, now that's weird. Especially with the new teeth. Well, won't be for long, thankfully. Tag in.
What? Where am I?
Oh, Alice, am I glad to see you?
Doctor!
Doc! Hey, Doc! You okay?
I'm positively peachy, Ed. Sad to say this, but given the taste of the sand, which has always had a surprisingly oaky aftertaste, we're on the planet Macrock, home of the Sun Met.
Great. Just great. Could have landed on Steve's planet, huh? Land of the Steves?
Oh, I wouldn't mention any traditionally male names in front of the Sun Met if I were you. Not even your own.
Why not?
They're fiercely matriarchal and militaristic, and they barely tolerate the males of any species, much less their own. In fact, some of the fringe elements of their society border on misandry. Probably the only legitimate case of it in the entire universe.
I guess I'll keep my mouth shut then.
Yeah, good boy. Man. Yes.
What are we gonna do about Alice, Doc?
We're gonna get her back. But we've got to beat the Toymaker's game first.
Which is... he dumped us in a desert. I mean, he didn't count to 10 or throw jacks or anything.
He wants us to wait for the rules, I suppose. Gives us time to worry, to panic, to stew in the heat.
But we're not doing that, right? We're making our own rules.
Exactly, and what's rule number 1?
The Doctor always wins?
Now, it's actually jacks are wild and promiscuous, but I appreciate the support there, Ed. No, rule number 1, we move first. Which means transport, and fast.
Yeah, good luck with that. We're stranded in the middle of a space Sahara, on a planet of sexist alien she-commandos, with no rations, no water, no weapons, no medical supplies, and no idea what to do to rescue Alice. And, to top it all, the TARDIS is probably lying in some toy chest in the sky right now.
Yeah, Ed, have you considered getting a head start on that mouth shutting?
What happened, Doctor? Where are we?
We're in the Toymaker's war room. He's forcing us to play one of his cruel little games.
Toymaker?
Yes. An old enemy of mine. The Crystal Guardian himself, pulled from another universe. An ancient god of games and dreams. He's still seething from the first time we met a long time ago. He's come back for revenge.
You do tend to inspire that in people. And lizard people. And robots. And tentacle monsters inside of robots. And...
Yes, thank you, Alice. This time, he forced me to play chess, of all things. I had him on the ropes at first. Still terribly clever, you know. Did I ever tell you I trained Kasparov? Sorry, digressing. Anyway, I took a tactical loss. Brian of all wins, actually. And the Toymaker huffed away somewhere.
Wait, where's Ed?
Ed's playing another of the Toymaker's games. Some kind of glitzy quiz show. He's broadcasting it. He was popping it up on the big screen there, forcing me to watch. Look, there it is again.
Round 3. 99, 92, 86, 81, and 77. Ooh, I'm so sorry, Ed. You've got to buzz me in. No point, please. My buzzer's broken. Sounds like a personal problem, Ed. And I'm afraid that also counts as a wrong answer. What? That's not fair. Now, Ed, you know, all's fair in love, war, and TV. What do you say, folks? Let's charge up that gun.
We've got to help him, Doctor! Where's the TARDIS?
Missing, I'm afraid. Locked up by the Toymaker somewhere. Sonic Screwdriver too, we're on our own.
But what can we do? We can't just leave him there.
Absolutely not. We'll get him back, Alice, I promise. And the quickest way to do that is to play along with the game. Make him think we're cooperating, and then bam, what a twist!
Something to do with all these computers, then?
Bingo bango! Only if you tell us...
What to do? Why, it's quite simple, Doctor. Ludi, baby, would you explain, please?
Human-designated Alice must interact with War Room Terminal and select targets on both the planet's tangram and micro or orbital bombardment.
Of course, it's a simulation of the War of the Boards, one of the great interplanetary conflicts of history.
But, Doctor, I'm not a general. I don't know anything about this military stuff. I can't...
Yes, you can, Alice. Remember what I said, just play along. And what if he refuses, Toymaker?
Then Eddie boy dies.
No, you can't!
I can't just sit here and... Doc, what on earth are you doing?
Trying to modulate the sonic signal to mimic a wartime distress beacon. I'm having trouble with the frequency pulse, though. I can't quite ring the changes. I keep getting destructive interference from wayward E-space transmissions, oddly enough, and yes, I think they're all green, so don't ask.
Hey Doc, just use the old 46 megahertz radio band. Like on Earth. Any ship worth its stock is bound to sense that kind of EM, even weakened and garbled.
A solution so simple I never would have thought of it. Now to increase the strength by 99.999%.
Why not 100?
Holy Brian, do you want to kill us all? The resulting radiation would blanket the entire area for decades, not to mention irreversibly shrivel up your...
Alright! So, what? Set that up and hope a nearby warship responds? Takes pity on us or something?
And doesn't flatten us on the way down, yes. Well, once more under the breach. Hey, right wizard you are. You're definitely going places, Eddie.
Cajon scum, what is the meaning of this?
Places like a work camp. Or a prison?
Beta, Gamma. If they move, emasculate them. Beta and Gamma are excellent shots, so if you would like to retain your pitiful excuse for a manhood, I'd keep still if I were you.
There's that shriveling.
Doctor, their zone of control or whatever, it's expanding! I can't contain their forces!
Keep calm, Alice. Just breathe. Focus. I'm here with you.
Right. I'm alright, Doctor. But these attacks aren't keeping the suit net on Tangram at bay. It's like they can see every bombardment before it hits.
And blind them.
What?
Take out the communications hub. It'll be somewhere inside the capital city on Macrock.
Of course. Then they'll be cut off from each other, and then their scouts can't warn them about the impacts. Oh no! The city's huge! And there are so many outlying districts! The hub could be in any one of them!
Unless you'll have to blanket the area. 12,000 kilometers ought to do it. Might even catch some of those warships in the desert, too. Glorious Morrigan to the battle boards! Please forgive our boldness, but we request parley.
Cease your prattle, stranger, or we will lacerate your manhood and lap up your lamentations.
Laceration!
And if you wish to spare yourself the fate reserved for our eunuchs, Cajon, I would suggest you stop talking. Otherwise, my fellow commandos here are itching to go to town on your flesh. And trust me, it won't be pretty.
Remind you of anyone?
Alice doesn't own a plasma rifle.
That you know of, Ed. That you know of.
Enough! Now what was that display just now? Some sort of beacon to guide Chow Ban warships here? A coded message of intelligence to your masters on Tangram? A transmission of coordinates for an orbital bombardment?
Most righteous warriors, if you will graciously allow us to explain...
Beta, some persuasion, please. You will answer me in 3 words only. If there's a 4th, I will speak through the medium of superheated plasma. Is that understood?
Sir!
That's 1 word. 2 words now.
Ed!
1.
Friends!
What? What do you mean, friends?
We're friends! We have no quarrel with either your people or the Chauban. We're simply in the worst possible place at the worst possible time, and we'd like to be on our way. Is the limit gone? Because that was 33 words, and I'd rather not be emasculated 33 times.
Me either.
What is your name, stranger?
Oh, me. I'm the doctor.
Your name, Cajon, not your occupation.
John Smith.
Disgusting. Name indeed.
Well, it's certainly better than Eddie.
Hey!
Quiet! Well, Dr. John Smith, the Queen's protocols require me to find you both guilty of subversive activity, apprehend you, and interrogate you nonetheless.
Wait a minute, don't we have any defense here?
Why bother? 99% of crime on Makruk is found to have been committed by cone scum like you.
Jesus.
Alright, Gamma, we're going to need them alive this time.
Don't you touch him.
And why not?
Because
You'll what?
I'll blow up, that's what.
Lies. Ignore him and proceed, Gamma. Beta, surveil and defend the immediate area. I must fly the fighter back to headquarters and take my place in the Queen's Guard.
Accepted, Prime.
I'm warning you. I'll blow up. I'll blow right up.
Bombardment! Retreat!
Up! And into the ship!
Stop them! Beta, Gamma, after them!
That ought to stop them for a while.
Yes! Good work, Alice. Great choice of hypercenters. The hub will be destroyed soon. Or at least severely crippled. You said you weren't a general.
Well, I know a little strategy. My dad would always try to teach me that board game Stratago every holiday. I never took to it, but I remembered some things.
See? Not so helpless. And once this is all over, you and Edmund can visit him next Christmas and kick his elderly butt across the board.
What did you say?
Your father. You can...
My father is dead. He died when I was still a young girl.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Alice. I must have forgotten. You know, my thoughts careening around like pinballs.
The Doctor would never forget something like that. Toymaker.
Don't forget the ramp, Ed!
Right! Doc?
Not now, Ed!
Doc?
What was that, Ed? Denunciation does wonders in war, Ed. Now, I could use your help up here right quick.
Don't you... Kill him first?
Oh, just whenever you fancy, Ed. Yes, we're in a hurry.
Be with you in a minute!
Try him! We're messing about here. We're gonna get out of here. Oh, for the love of... I want something done.
Gun! Concussive? Blast!
You're very welcome. Now march, soldier!
Wait. Doc, can you hear that?
Oh, you mean the stupidly vigorous, really quite insistent explosions? Yes, Ed, I'm not that old yet. I'm only a millennium and change, you know.
No, Doc. There's something wrong here. It's
a hard help and a danger, that's what. The rest of those commandos are still out there. Now make yourself useful and flip that switch.
Yeah, got it.
No, that one, flip that switch there.
Alright. Give me a break. There's a million switches on this thing. What is that noise? Are you not hearing that? It sounds like drums or something.
It's my heart beating out a panic samba because you're playing Name That Tune in the middle of a bloody war zone. Now flip that switch!
I did! It's flipped! It can't be any more flipped! It's a maximum flip!
Jiggle it!
We're gonna die.
Well, at least there's a soundtrack. Come on, Ted. Do you hear that?
I am gonna punch you square in the nose.
Is that funk music?
Oh, great. Mystery solved. It's right there, Doc. Knocking on the cockpit shield.
Hey, look at that. A little drone. Drone lit, even. Didn't even see this very often anymore. Carrying a tiny little speaker, too. Isn't that quaint? Tiny beats for wee little dancers. And it's playing... Wait, no, it don't tell me. It's on the tip of my tongue.
You dropped the bomb on me. It's an old Earth song by the Gap Band. Yeah, Doc?
When I get back to the TARDIS, I'm going to throw the Toymaker into the heart of a gaping black hole and then zipper it up so swiftly that the universe itself will yelp like a mutt.
As long as I can help.
It's a deal, partner.
Is this better for you? Sure is better for me. No more living inside that troll doll. Now, let's make a deal, Alice.
No way, Toymaker. You can't fool me into playing your game anymore. Now where's the Doctor and Ed?
Come now, girl. You already know the answer to that.
Don't you dare patronize me.
I would never dream of it. After all, now you're one of history's bigwigs.
What are you talking about?
The War of the Boards, Alice. One of the greatest conflicts ever to singe this side of the universe. And you stoked that fire. What? Did you really think this was just a simulation? A video game? Afraid not. Everything you've typed into that terminal has furthered the war and made people's lives down there on those planets well, how do I put this? A 24-hour barbecue. Smell that home cooking.
No, you're lying again.
Take a look for yourself if you don't believe me.
We're not gonna make it.
Just hold on, Ed. I only need a little more time.
We don't have it, Doc. The plastifier's eating through the hole. They'll be in here any minute.
Well, I could work even faster if that gadget wasn't blasting funk music ad nauseum.
Oh, yeah. I'd forgotten about that little sucker. Oh, mercy. I sure crack myself up sometimes.
This is another trick. It's got to be. I'm not falling for it.
Well, I guess you can't really know for sure. But can you afford to doubt it? If those commandos don't get them, the bombardment will. Or the fighting on the ground. Oh, or the batch of thermonuclear missiles in the next 4 minutes.
Missiles? What missiles?
Every war escalates, Alice. This one's no different. Pretty soon, the Sukhmet generals will get tired of storming the forest on Tangram, and the Chow Band leaders will get tired of shelling Makrok, and they'll just skip ahead to the real fireworks. We're talking widespread obliteration on both planets. That includes your friends, of course. Now, you ready to make that deal, girl? Time's a-wasting.
No. No, the Doctor will think of something. He always does. He can get out. He and Eddie can get out.
Maybe. But you can't know. Only I can offer you certainty. A guarantee that your boys will make it out alive.
How?
Win the war. For the Sukhmet, that is. You just send one of those missiles over to Tangram, blow their high command out of space, and everything will stop. The bombardment, the skirmishes, the nuclear strikes, everything. Sure, you'll catch a couple billion civilians in the blast radius, but you know what they say about omelets. Oh, 3 minutes now, by the way.
But I can't do that. I can't willingly kill all those people.
But you'll willingly leave your friends to die? I know they say the only winning move is not to play, but, well, if that's winning, I want to be a loser, don't you?
Why are you doing this? Why?
Because it's so much fun. You see, this is one of the few examples of pure ludological praxis, Alice. Gains and losses, risks and rewards, probabilities and possibilities. It's all there in this grand game. And it's a game that the Doctor plays every single day of his life. And plenty of mine, too. So I just thought I'd hand over that joystick for once. Give someone else a turn to assume, to interfere, to decide, to destroy. 2 minutes left.
I can't do this!
You're the only one who can. I sure as heck won't help you. That'd be cheating. And cheaters never prosper, Alice.
There's got to be another way!
There is no other way. There is only the game. And there is only 1 minute left to decide. Now choose. Choose life or death for the Doctor.
All right. All right, I'll do it.
Finally. We have a winner, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that big red button right there.
Launching codename Olive Branch. Recalling players.
What the?
We're back in the control room. And look, Alice!
Doctor! Eddie! Oh, thank God you're okay.
Enough of this game, Toymaker. You release us right now, or
Done.
I'll throw you into a black... Wait, what did you say?
I said done, Doctor. Game's over. You're free to go. With your TARDIS, of course.
Oh, there you are, old girl. I've missed you. But why? Why are you letting us go?
Because, Doctor, your companion here won the game. With a single missile, she saved not only you two, but all the people on Makrok from total annihilation. Not bad for a rookie.
Oh, no. A nuclear exchange. No, Alice. You couldn't have...
I couldn't let you and Eddie die.
But you forever changed the outcome of the war. You've doomed the Chow Band and nothing is... You don't understand. No one should have that kind of power.
You're one to talk, Doctor. Here I thought you'd appreciate a temp for once.
So this was your sick little game? Forced Alice to roleplay the worst moments of my life?
Well, now, you can't ask for higher stakes than that. And what a payoff. I'll be replaying this one in my head for years.
But you've never been this plainly cruel and manipulative, Toymaker. Not ever. What happened to you? You even enlisted a Dalek for this!
You happened to me, Doctor. You did this to me. You crushed me with embarrassment, with shame, with my own misery, and you left me to harden in a formless prison at the edge of space and time. What do you think that does to a being?
You deserved every bit of it.
So did you, Doctor. So did you. And I just paid my dues. As for the Dalek, well, it was a loaner from a friend. In fact, he was the one who tipped me off that you'd be in that region of space at that particular time. He's got it out for you too, Doctor. Something fierce.
Who? Tell me.
Doctor. No cheating.
That voice. No. No, it can't be. Alice. Edmund. We need to leave. Now. Get inside the TARDIS, you two.
Doctor. Before you go, I think I forgot to mention to Alice here, that missile she launched, not your garden variety nuke. No, you know me. I've got a tinker. Turns out, you can replace the warhead quite easily with a time destructor. Of my friend's design, of course.
You're bluffing. The design was lost. The only one ever made, rusted into nothing.
See for yourself, Doctor. But you might want to pack warm. I hear the wastes are awfully cold at night.
Doctor? Doctor, please, let's just leave!
He's bent on going, Alice. Come on, we don't want to get left behind.
Not yet, anyway.
No. No! He did it. He actually did it.
Doc? Whoa! Jesus. It's all gone. Well, the trees are gone. It's just sand.
Not sand, Ed. Ash. The ashes of the trout barn.
Oh, God.
Alice,
No,
stay in the TARDIS!
I have to see! I have to see what I did!
No, Alice, you didn't do this! The Toymaker is responsible for all of this, his cruelty and pettiness.
But I did it! I pushed the button! I did! I turned all these people into nothing! I killed them all!
Please, Allie, come back inside, please.
You had no choice.
Yes, I did, Doctor! I always had a choice! And I chose you! I chose you! And God, I hope you're worth it in the end, because I don't know anymore!
Alice.
I don't know anymore. I just don't know.
Alice. Please. Listen.
Don't touch me! Don't! I'm sorry, Doctor. I'm so sorry. I need to go now.
Come on. It's over now. Let's just get you back inside.
But it's not your fault! You have to believe me!
Enough, Doctor! Enough! She just needs some more time.
More time?
Let's go, Doctor.
And where's that, Ed?
Let's go back and stop all this.
We can't, Ed.
Why not? Look, just set the controls for a week ago. A month ago. Yesterday, even. We could change things. I'm ready at the throttle when you are.
But you said it was over now, Ed. You told her it was over.
And it is for her. But you and I, we have work to do. We can fix this. We need to fix this. To fix her.
We can't.
Of course we can! You're the Doctor! You've got a time machine. You can do whatever you want!
Don't you say I can't! I can't do whatever I want, because when I do, planets decay, cities splinter, and reality itself crawls to its grave. There are fixed points, Ed, and no matter how fast I run, no matter how hard I try, I cannot escape them, and I cannot change them. I'm just doomed to watch them unfurl into the universe and trail tragedy and emptiness in their wake.
Sorry, Doc. I didn't know.
It's all right, Ed. And I'm sorry. I know I can be a wrathful creature at times, but I should never be that way to you, especially to you and Alice. You're my friends. Most precious friends. I always avoided the War of the Boards because I knew it was important. Universally important. Important enough to leave ripples in every people's ponds from here until the end of time. And that makes a fixed point, Ed. Something large and looming, something inescapable. Something that Alice and her decision are now a part of. Forever.
What do we do, Doc? How do we win this?
That's the trouble with this life, Ed. We don't always win. We can't always shoot out the other side of danger by the skin of our teeth and laughing at our cleverness and luck. Sometimes the skin's torn. The scars don't heal. Sometimes we're changed. But we always move forward no matter what. On and on. Towards the light. Even if we never quite reach it.
No! We could have done something! Come up with some plan, some strategy. Not enough time. But I just couldn't think fast enough or clear enough. The bombardment everywhere, the commandos.
It's silly to try and wound yourself, soldier. It's the other person's job, huh? You did what you could. You should be proud of that. I know I am.
Really? Thanks, Doc. That means a lot to me.
At the end of days like these, Ed, the most vital thing you can do is brush away all the shouldas and couldas and might have beens from your mind. Pick up your feet and walk home. Home to the heart. Your heart. Our Alice. The heart always shows what's truly vulnerable.
It's easy for you to say, Doc. You've got two hearts. You can get a second opinion.
I suppose you're right. But where does that leave her?
She'll be okay, Doc.
No, Ed. No, she won't be. She'll be cracked. Always cracked, but hopefully. Do you know about the Japanese art of Kunto Shiguroi, Ed?
Can we stick to one language at a time, please?
Whenever the Japanese need to repair a piece of pottery, say a ceremonial tea bowl, they use a lacquer resin mixed with powdered gold so that the fault lines left in the finished product shine and glow. The damage isn't hidden or disguised. It's bravely shown as a sign of strength, of survival, of the damage itself being beautiful in a sort of way.
I understand, Doc. Too well, actually. So let's line her with gold.
I plan to, Ed. I certainly plan to. Will you help me? You're very important to her, that's clear.
So are you, Doctor. We'll do it together.
Thank you.
Now then. Off to China, Doc. Whatever, I'll let you do the talking. It's your strong suit.
Please, Ed, no more card talk, huh? I've had enough games for a lifetime.
Oh. No Chinese checkers, then?
Very funny, Eddie.
Don't push it.
Well, suit yourself.